Okay, in this session I really want to talk about logos because I've had a look at the logos that you've done, which are very, very fast and they do the job, which will get you a C grade. But really we're trying to look at how to get you an A grade. So I'm going to just take an example and talk about the sorts of things that you might be thinking about when you do a logo. So one of the ones that I've looked at for B is that she's doing her country is the Philippines, so there's the Philippines flag, which I've got from Wikipedia because you don't need to have a license to get it. And then she's talked about the fact that the people that are visiting here from the Philippines are interested in culture, in the culture of London. So in terms of that, what I've done is I've basically gone on to I've done a search for on Flickr. So Flickr is a website where people upload pictures, and so on this particular one I was looking at one for Wembley because I know that one of you was looking at people coming over from Brazil who know football. And what's good about this is if you click on advanced search, then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can actually do a search for only those within Creative Commons license, which means that people have taken these photos and you can use them for your own work, as long as you're allowed to. Basically, you're not breaking any copyright rules, and copyright is a big deal for us. So obviously this website and how I search for it showing Creative Commons will go into my sources table. So let's just have a look at the picture that I've got for London, which is this particular one showing the London Eye. And the reason really for getting the London Eye photo is because if you have a look at the Philippines flag, it's got a wheel here, which I think will go quite well in the London Eye. So the sorts of things that you might want to do is, okay, well, a photograph can't be part of a logo because logos are actually very, very simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the photograph, and then I'm going to use this auto trace button because I just want to pick out a black and white image really. So I've clicked on auto trace. I'm now going to click on a black and white trace, and over here, so if I just minimize this window a little bit, let's see what it will show me. So over here in the preview section here, it shows me what a black and white photo of that would look like, and I can do things like change these values here, despeckle, and see what happens, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm going to experiment with this, and then I'm going to scroll down towards the bottom and then click on the word which says trace, and that's good enough. That's really the kind of shapes I'm looking for, so I'm just going to click on accept for that. So here's my photograph, and I don't really want the bottom part of it, so I'm going to click the crop button, which is here, and I'm just going to bring this bottom part up slightly. So let's move that to there. Okay, that's good enough. Now the other thing I really want to think about, because I'm taking inspiration from the flag, I don't really want all of this over here either, so I'm just going to bring that in a bit, and in a while we'll think about maybe how to colour the whole of that black background into something else. Okay, so I want to have something which resembles the London skyline, and I'm going to use the pencil tool just to draw that. You can do that a lot carefully. So again, I'm going to follow the sort of shapes that I'm getting in the flag here, which is, it goes up and then along a bit, and then maybe I can colour that bit in red. So let's just imagine, so I've got the skyline of London starting up, and then I've got a building coming up, and then I've got a few other buildings, and then I've got maybe not that many buildings, and again we're just using very, very basic shapes, and then maybe I've got a dome type building which comes up on along like this, and then along a bit down, and then I'm just going to join this together so it makes one shape. So let's and again, you can be a lot careful doing this, but I'm just doing this really quickly okay, so I've done that, and now I'm going to just fill that in a particular type of red. So I'm going to fill it in the red from the flag. So the red from the flag I've just used by clicking on the color picker there, and so I've got a fill color sorted for my skyline, and obviously I can let's just undo that. I can move some of these down if I haven't got them completely straight, or you could make some of these out of triangles, etc., etc. Okay, so that's kind of just getting the London skyline sorted. And then the other thing that I've done here, and this is going above the 5-minute limit that I like to have for videos, is I've basically traced out the shape from within the flag. So I can now pick this up and put it inside the London Dome, and then obviously I'll need to colour the London Dome a different colour. And so if I pick this up and put it in here, and then right click it because it's gone to the back, so I need to bring it to the front under order objects, bring to front, so that sort of comes to the front. And then I could actually have the skyline sort of going along that side of it, and then I just need the kind of, I think maybe just a small blue line will be, a blue triangle will be enough at the top to give me what I'm looking for. So let me just pause this while I sort out a blue triangle. So I've basically filled the shape in blue, so we've got the red of the flag coming in, and then I also noticed that on the picture there are a couple of stars which are yellow. So let's pick out the yellows. So they're 5-point stars, and there's 3 of them. And anyway, so we can place these, and they're sort of rotated around. So let me just get the rotation tool around, and then get the move button to sort of go over here. So basically that's what we've done. And obviously yours would look a lot tidier and you would have sorted out these lines here, but that's basically taking inspiration from the flag of the Philippines and combining it with the sorts of things that are very, very London, like the London Eye and the London skyline. So if you're other cultural things that you can think about, obviously there's Shakespeare, who's got that hat and the pipe, which looks really distinctive, and then the Wembley arches as well, which is what I was doing a search for before. So really it's looking at how you combine those 2 items together and use the software to do that. So you think about what your logo needs to look like now, having thought about these things. Do a bit of research, and remember, trying to keep the shapes really simple is key. And then post a message to say what you'd like to do, and if you get stuck on anything, because obviously to get a C grade it's fine that you just do a square which is the colour of the flag and then put something inside it, but to get more marks, to get an A, you really need to do a bit more thinking about combining the 2 aspects of London and the city that your students are coming from. So the reason I'm pushing on the logo is because you'll have to do this sort of graphic when you do the real controlled assessment. So have a go at that, post up anything you get stuck on, and I'll then show you how to do it in the software.